Mike Hughes here with Dive News Network, and I'm over at, is it diviac or diviac? Which is it? Yeah. Tomato.
Yeah, it's a tomato question.
Okay, Thomas, do you want to answer that?
Diviac is a breathalyzer of dive maniac.
Okay.
So you could argue it's diviac, but then when you write it out, it rather looks like a diviac. So far we call it diviac.
All right.
And it rolls nicely off the tongue.
Very well. And once it rolls off, what do we actually have here?
And this nice rolling, that's actually a theme that somehow permeates the whole idea, because it's a very, very user-friendly, very sophisticated website, an online destination for logging. For logging dives, so it's a digital log. Okay. But we kind of call it the iTunes of dive logging. So far, logging dives has been very cumbersome. The output you get is very ugly. It's done by techies for techies. This is very user-friendly. It's very beautiful. It's very clear.
I see we've got our photos,
you add the normal information of around your dives, the date, the depths, and where you've been, and whatever else. But you can add photos, which could be on one hand side your own photos, so you upload your photos. But what you see here is an extract from the fish database, a marine life database that's integrated into diviac. Okay. It's got 14,000 fish, so it's one of the most comprehensive
14,000
databases in the industry.
You don't have free time.
So if you don't have a photo of the fish you saw, but you know which one it was,
you just look right here,
and it gets added to your log. Okay. It's your sighting. And
can you add photos to that big dive log too, or how does that work?
Yeah. I mean,
I can do that too.
Exactly. If you like marine biology and you take really good photos of fish, every photo you take and upload to the system, you can associate it to one of the species.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, if I go to the detail card of that species, I'll see not only the official photo, I'll see all the other divers' photos of that species.
Oh, okay, and that way they should match.
Hopefully they should. Exactly.
They hopefully match.
And this shows a couple of different locations where divers went around the states, or is that you?
Yeah. For every diver.
This was me.
Yeah. Okay.
This is where I spotted a few things, and you can see here in the Galapagos, I spotted a diamond stingray in 2000. If I want to go back and see, what was a diamond stingray? Oh, that was it. You know, that's
for people with short memories, it's perfect.
Exactly. Or if you've got a long dive history like me, I've been diving for 19 years. You want to see what you've seen in the past. You know, I went back into my old logbooks and put it in here.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I'd lost my first logbook, so it doesn't allow me to go back to Cairns, my first sort of certification point.
And this is all stored where?
In the cloud.
Okay, so somewhere up above.
Effectively, it's hosted by Amazon.
Okay.
But so it's accessible through any device that has web access. So we do it through Kindle Fires, through iPads, PCs, whatever. But the information lives in the cloud, so it's safe up there. And when you go to a dive operator or to your dive center on holidays, they can pull it up. They can pull up your information. For example, for certification purposes. So your certification card is on it. It's a scan of your certification card, and all your dives validated. So if you claim, you know, I'm the most experienced dive master in the world, and I have done 200 dives, they would say, where's your diviac log? And they look it up. You know, all the dive centers these days have internet connectivity.
Now that only goes on the Mac. Does it go on the iPhone too, or what?
Yeah. Any device that has web access. So far is accessible through a browser. Doesn't matter. Okay. Like any size, any device.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
At this stage, you have to be connected to the internet.
Well, don't you anyway?
Yeah, mostly you are. Even on liveaboards, people have Wi-Fi these days, so it's not really a big issue.
So my Galaxy Tab, I'm looking at showing my logbook.
Absolutely, we can show it on your Galaxy Tab. We can sign you up now. It takes 5 minutes. And the logging itself is also very easy. There are templates. I can copy my latest dives. I can copy dives from my dive buddy. Like if he is the diligent one who logs the dives, he can send them to me for validation of his dive, but also for me to copy. And I can add a little bit of my personal information, and I got it. So for couples where typically one is the logger and the other one the blogger who only talks about it, this is now perfect sharing, and you can overlay the things. So it really uses all capabilities of the digital age.
Okay.
You can share your experiences and your photos and what have you on Facebook. You can let other divers who follow you or who are your friends know what you have experienced. You can rate dive centers, you can rate dive sites and dive operators. So it's gonna become a mini TripAdvisor, but for the diving community. It's also the most comprehensive logbook for the diving community. And it's also a travel site. There's quite sophisticated travel information on searching destinations.
There goes my job writing travel articles.
Here you go.
Okay.
You could either explore or search. Joel can demonstrate that. That's really cool.
Be my stuff there.
That's really cool. You're going to see that. You're going to see that. We're pretty proud of it.
If you want to go and search, let's imagine, you know, I've just arrived in Orlando. I don't know who to dive with.
Okay.
So, you know, show me the dive centers, you know, around Orlando. You know, I just clicked on use current location. The Wi-Fi knows where I am. He asked for permission for me to do it. And of course, demo effects. You know, we've got a weak Wi-Fi here, so it hasn't worked yet.
No, you know what? The Wi-Fi here is going to send you to Africa.
It does. It probably does. Yeah.
So
but in the real world, in the real world, it's going to show you Orlando.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look like Ghana.
No, see, it's in Orlando, and this is a list here of the dive centers in the neighborhood. And you can zoom out and say, I want to see more choice. You know, this is not just enough. I want to see the ones in Tampa.
Oh wow!
Look, wow, there's dive centers everywhere.
We should probably say that there's also 8,000 dive centers already in there.
That's all.
Which is
along with 12,000 fish.
14,000 fish. 8,000 dive centers.
So that's almost 2 fish per dive center.
This is correct. This is correct.
Okay, cool.
You know, and every one of them has a little pin showing you where these guys are, and say, oh, this is Tampa scuba diving.
Yeah, recognize that.
Let's check them out. You know, and they've got a little card that says, oh, they're SSI center. These are the service offerings. That's their logo. This is their contact details.
So it's kind of mini sites for each dive center. So they're getting an outlet through our site, and people can rate them, people can serve them, people can browse them, people can look at what other people have said about them. People can read the news, so the active dive centers, they're going to post news. We've got a special going, we're running a trip to Galapagos or what have you. So it's a mini travel site.
And then, okay, cool. And for more information about this and how to join up and everything, what do we look at?
Go to diviac.com.
Diviac, and then
as simple as it gets.
Well, you got to add a .com to it. Okay, but I think we can do that.
But that's for our generation. The next generation would just enter Diviac on the browser line,
right?
And up it comes.
Yeah, just like the www is gone.
Exactly.
Except for elderly.
Yeah.
I didn't
for
say
us
that.
elderly people.
Okay.
So this is pretty cool, and we haven't seen anything like it. It doesn't compare to anything on the planet.
Right.
It's compatible with anything. We should probably say you can also upload data from your dive computer.
Okay.
Together with an app we have, an Android app we are partnering with, the only Android app in the world that actually directly connects to dive computers. So it's well connected, works with everything, and is really nice to use and really beautiful. So welcome to the iTunes of scuba diving.
And Mike, give you one important point. Today is the official launch.
Oh, it is.
Today's the big launch.
It's at DEMA, but they may be seeing this 6 months or 6 years from now and thinking, I should have joined then.
Yeah, you should have bought into it. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks so much.